Real quick.
What's going on, fight fans? This is Sean with Boxing Socialist and Other Sports. Here with my man Olu, the casual boxing fan.
What's happening?
All right, listen. So if y'all got any questions out there, feel free to drop your questions. Matter of fact, let me put this in there. Feel free to join by clicking here.
Oh, Sean got the New Balances on his ice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So just so y'all know, Sam turned me on to the New Balance.
Man, I thought he was gonna get them things is fire.
All right, cool. I'm glad you like them. So I'm not really a sneakerhead, so I'm glad I grabbed something that you like.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. And I know they comfortable and they wide, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
They feel good too.
Man, okay.
Where was it? Foot Locker, Finish Line, Foot Locker. It was one of those places.
For like $50,
huh? Yeah, I think there's a little bit more. It's like 60, close to 70.
Okay.
Yep. So he's a sneakerhead, but let's get into it.
Really, not really, but just I like comfortable shoes. We're getting old, man. As you get up there, you care less about looks and more about, man, how that joint feel.
That's wisdom talking right there.
Yeah.
And just so y'all know, man, I think Sam got the plug for Under Armour.
Oh, come on, man.
Hook him up. He get you the good prices.
I ain't helping you. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, listen, he ain't lying. He ain't helped me out yet. Listen, so we got a couple people in the chat. Listen, if y'all got any questions, put them right there in the chat. If you want to join the live video and talk to us while we're doing it, see, this is what I love about StreamYard. You can actually add people in if they click the link. They can stream right from the phone. So if you want to be part of this, hop right in. But let's go with the very first thing. I think you saw. Did you actually? Where'd you go to see the fight? Cause listen, Olu called me and said, "Man, you watching the fight? Let's go watch the fight." I said, "Man, I already bought my tickets to go watch at the movie theater."
Watches it at a movie theater, man. Come on, man. Like every time I speak to Sean, every Friday, Saturday, Sean is watching the fight at his house. But
pay-per-views are the only ones that's at the movie theater.
Okay.
And I don't want to pay $70 when I can pay $20.
Okay, which is understandable. But I'm like, man, listen, for something like this, you got to get the boys together. Somebody got to chip in. Somebody got to bring the food. Somebody got to get the drinks. You know what I'm saying?
I can get all that in the movie theater.
Nah, man, it ain't like being at the house though. It's like that, man. I mean, and then again, like you don't really just have that, Boy Scout camaraderie and stuff like that, man. You just really you're not talking noise.
I guess so. Y'all out there, would y'all rather do like Sam does, get all the boys together and watch the fights? Yeah. Or would you rather pay $20, watch at the movie theater, have the big screen, hear every punch, catch everything, get the drinks when you want to, and then talk smack to all the people you don't know because you ain't got to deal with them afterwards?
First of all, man, I don't need to sit down there and hear every little nuance.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel the punches. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hear what the commentators are saying.
I think it's great.
I don't want to see blood or see Fury or hear Fury licking blood off of the dude's show. That dude is nasty, man. I'm telling you, man. But anyway.
Yeah, that was crazy. When I saw, because you know why he did that? Because he actually said
he wanted to taste blood.
And he literally meant it.
Dracula.
Yeah, most people's figurative, but he literally meant it. So let's go with the first topic. So the very first thing we got scrolling at the bottom is, first of all, what did you think about Deontay Wilder's outfit? Like when he came from the first, let's back up to Tyson Fury. This dude.
First of all, let's talk about Tyson Fury's intros. Let's get on to intros. I thought Tyson's Fury intro was whack as hell. I was like, man, when this man came out to whatever theme song he came out to, I was like, man, yeah, this dude gonna lose. Like,
but have you noticed that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Apollo Creed come out something similar to that, like in King, and they were bringing him out on? Because I think he tried
music,
not the music. Like had the people carrying him out like on a thing like that, because I think he tries to be like Apollo Creed and Rocky. Because you remember that one fight he had? He wore the Apollo Creed outfit.
Yeah.
And he came out coming to America.
Yeah.
That was the first time fighting in America, right?
Yeah.
But I think also in Apollo and Rocky, didn't Apollo have somebody like carry him out like a king?
I mean, first of all, man, he's not the first person to be carried out. I remember Floyd Mayweather did that one time before too.
Was that whack also?
Yeah. I mean, and you got to, but listen, you gotta couple it with the music as well too, right? Yeah. If you coming out to some theme music that's played on the Titanic, in my mind, I was like, man, you ain't hype. You're not ready for this, man. I need, give me, even though I don't listen to like heavy metal or some hardcore rock and roll type stuff. That's what I expected him to, right. White boy crunk music.
Okay.
And then Deontay Wilder, he came out to D-Smoke. I like D-Smoke. I'm a huge fan of D-Smoke.
Huge fan of D-Smoke.
Yeah. Now I don't have a problem with his music that he came out to, but the Darth Vader Skeletor outfit, man, off of He-Man, that was way too much. I mean, it was intimidating. Yeah. I was like, I'm not fighting nobody in some stuff like that, man. But come on, man.
Deontay had that gladiator outfit. It's intimidating.
Like that joint. If you see that dude trick-or-treating, you ain't getting no candy. Get out of my house before I get my gun, man. Like that.
Oh, man.
That was over the top, though.
Yeah.
Way over the top. Way over the top. So
what do you think? So first when I saw that, I said, oh, this is not too bad. I'm like, man, he spent a grip on this. But what threw me off was when he made the eyes light up red. I was like, Deontay.
I said the same thing. Deontay. I was like, man, is this dude about to shoot fire from his eyes? He looked like Superman Doom.
Yeah, because I didn't know what else the mask was gonna. I didn't know what else the mask could do. Right? It was already glittery. It was all black. And next thing you know, the eyes lit up. I said, what else can this do?
It was the dopest Halloween costume you could ever see. But I said, man, listen, he better knock him out with this, man. The theatrics is real. So I need the fight to be better than the theatrics from both.
Yeah. And wasn't D-Smoke rapping about black power, black excellence? And Deontay said, I'm doing this for black. Funny? And Deontay said, I'm doing this for Black History Month. Man.
What is so funny? I was at a smoked filled bar.
Oh, that's not you.
Not at all, man. Not at all, man. Tearing my sinuses up, man. Tearing my eyes up, man. And when I say smoke filled bar, like black folks, we don't smoke cigarettes like that.
Yeah,
black folks they smoke weed, of course, smoke blacks, but like you don't see too many just smoking packs and packs. Nah, but the folks at this bar was smoking packs upon packs, like they do it because it's cool. And then man, the dude next to me, man, was and I felt like I was gonna fight at the bar. But anyway, long story short, so I had to go to a bar because Sean want to be bougie and pay $20, man, to go into a movie theater. He ain't no real boxing fan. Real boxing fans don't do that. But anyway, man.
What's up, Carcino? Yo, it's my boy that co-founder and runs the website with me.
I chose to watch it for free $99, so I sacrificed my health. I'm in the bar with a bunch of redneck Irish speaking, English speaking white folks, man, and it's clear they all going for Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, listen, this dude better do something. He got D-Smoke on his Public Enemy, fight the power type stuff, man. Yeah. He's starting his revolution. I mean, you could just feel just the divide. You can just tell who people are going for. Anyway,
who was outnumbered? Was it more whites or more blacks in the bar?
Who? Yeah, I was like,
we were outnumbered.
Outnumbered. I'm talking about Harleys in the front, 30 Harleys in the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, these boys ain't playing.
Yeah.
And then so, man, I mean, it was just, man, it just felt like, man, Trump versus Hillary. It felt like 2016. Not as bad as that, because I like Tyson Fury. Fury, I really do like him, man. I like his story, but
so when Deontay takes off the mask and the outfit.
Yeah.
In that first round, did it look like his legs were shot from the very first round? Because the statement he made afterwards, after he lost, man, I had on the outfit for about 10 or 15 minutes in the
You should
back.
have knew right then and there from the first time you put this stuff on. Oh no, this is too heavy.
Right.
Because man,
And he said he got it the night before.
it don't matter.
So no, what I'm saying is he had time to wear it the night before. I'm sure he tried it and tested all out the night before.
You had to walk 2 miles and do this elaborate intro. D Smoke song wasn't even long enough for your walk. So
yeah, because his average is what, 3 minutes? So if he had it on 10 minutes in the back, walked out for 3 minutes, say 2 minutes to take it off, so 15 minutes total, 40 pounds.
Right. Like, listen, that joint looked like it weighed more than football equipment, and I play football,
and I'm shocked because Deontay is like 231 and he's like 6'7". I wouldn't think 40 pounds walking on with 40 pounds just temporarily would kill your legs like that
if you're not used to it. So I mean, but yeah, like that. I mean, if it was that heavy, you should have never did that to begin with, ever.
So would you say he's to blame for wearing that then?
Ultimately, man, decisions come down to you. Yeah. I mean, if that was an excuse, that's your fault. You got to take the L on that.
All right. So that was the first one. Let's move to the second thing. All right, let's go here. Now, how close was Kenny Bayless to stopping a fight? First of all, let me read to y'all what Kenny Bayless said. It said Tyson was crowned the new WBC heavyweight champion after Wilder's co-trainer Mark Breland threw the title in the ring during the 7th round of the highly anticipated rematch in Las Vegas. Wilder was being dominated by Fury, but was angry with Mark Breland over his decision to stop the fight. But Bayless admits he was close to halting the contest himself before Wilder's corner took action. Kenny Bayless said it was a good stoppage, in my opinion, because in a minute's rest between rounds before the stoppage, I went over to Deontay. I looked him in the face, and I gave him that line that us referees give the fighters to let them know, hey, you got to show me something. You've heard that before, right? If you go back out there and you don't show me something, then I might have to do my job and stop it. But Deontay is a warrior, and when I saw the towel come in out of the corner of my eyes and stopped it, Deontay's first response was, why did you stop it? Then I let him know that it was his corner that stopped it, but I was very close to stopping it myself. So, do you believe Kenny Bayless? Did you see phases where it looks like he was ready to jump in and stop it?
From the jump, from the first round, Deontay won a round. He won the second round. I think some gave him the second round.
Yeah, he might have won a round.
I don't know why. I was going for him and I was rooting for him, right? So, but from the jump, you just got the feeling like he wasn't there. He didn't want to be there. Right. Like, I don't think he was ready. And then again, I think that like as soon as that was the first time I've seen somebody charge after him right from the start. And he sort of hesitated. Normally he's the aggressor, right?
Right.
And
he walks you down.
It's sort of like he's stalking you. But from the whole night, it's sort of like he was just running. Like, when you're injured, like when prey is injured and you just want to buy time to get away and make it to the next, hiding spot. And it was just the aura, the whole spirit that I just felt just watching a long night. And then so, in boxing, you could just tell like Tyson was just getting just confident. Just, he was like, I got this. Like, and you could tell he was like, man, okay, I'm going to continue from the 12th round, from the last fight.
Right.
Like when he say he figured it out, he wasn't lying at all.
Right.
He was like, okay, I got this guy's number.
Yeah.
And I don't think he had confidence. The confidence started in the last fight.
Right.
And so he was like, okay, I found something. I figured something that this guy can't box.
Right.
I'm bigger than him. So he came in with the game plan. He believed in his game plan and he betted on himself 1,000%.
Right.
And then I think in the back of my mind, like in the back of Dante's mind, he knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pressure, like this guy survived my best.
Right. Because he dropped him twice. And that second time, Deontay thought he had him out. And this guy got back up, finished the fight. And actually, they he knew I could take this man's best shot.
So the first fight was a victory, of course, for Deontay, but the moral victory and the spiritual victory, right? And the confidence.
Yeah.
Like when he fight, and that's where he was dangerous, because he was like, man, I could survive what you could take, but you can't survive me.
Right.
And then you can't play my game. So and that's what we saw. But from the jump, man, I felt like it
and do you think Kenny was close to jumping in? Did it look like he was about to stop it?
Before.
Because a lot of people said, man, they thought that Kenny or somebody should have stopped it actually a round or two before that.
Before, I felt like he should have stopped it.
Maybe
when he was like, yeah, man, when have you ever seen like a calf be born? You know, when they fall out of their mom, and then they be wobbling.
Yeah.
Deontay looked like a donkey that just fell out of his mom's butt. You just wobbling and stuff, man. You ain't got no, man. That's just what I thought. And I was like, oh man. I just felt like 2016, because I was, keep in mind, I was at the bar. They was smoking, they was drinking, man. They had on they cowboy boots. It's cold. It was cold in Houston, Texas that night. But man, them white boys, they had on their leather vests with no shirt. looking like a scene off of Braveheart. And then, man, when Tyson Fury was I was like, oh man. It felt like, man, Trump had won, and I had to go back to work the next day. Folks is like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You just got to touch.
And we're all the brothers just in there just quiet, like, man,
it was like me and like three other brothers.
Did it feel like he let down the race?
I mean, brothers. Not really, man.
Yeah,
I mean, because the way, how could I say it? I always say, man, I compare him to like other boxers, man. I mean, the way he carries himself outside of the ring, like you still root for him as a person.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I mean, and I also like Tyson Fury too. Right. So it's not like, man, he, it's like Conor McGregor or something like that though. But yeah, man, I mean, and when you look at the press conference fight, like you could tell that they genuinely like each other.
Yeah.
So
all right.
But yeah, man.
So let's go on to the third thing. We'll put that down at the bottom so y'all can see it. Now, should Deontay Wilder fire Mark Breland for the towel throw? So at the presser, the post fight presser, he has the white trainer, Jay Diaz, and the black trainer, Mark Breland, right?
Yeah.
They asked the head trainer, which is Jay Diaz, yo, why'd y'all throwing a towel? They go, let's stop the word y'all. He didn't say that. He didn't say it like that, but you can tell that shit is coming. I didn't throw in the towel. Matter of fact, I think they should have let it keep going. And he's the one, Mark Breland, right there.
Yeah.
He's the one that threw in the towel.
He pointed at him too?
He didn't point him out.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, wow.
But we can all read between the lines.
Yeah.
In other words, because Deontay Wilder has told his two trainers before, even before the Fury fight, fights even before this, if I ever get in trouble and get hurt, man, you let me get knocked out. You let me go on my shield. You better not throw in the towel. There's going to be consequences.
Yeah, stupid.
And oh my god. And can I tell you something? That JD, he remembered that. Man, he said there would be consequences if anybody ever throwing this towel.
Yeah.
Why'd y'all throw in the towel? That was him.
That is okay.
He pointed him out quicker than Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi Snitch 9. Okay.
So what do you think? So should Deontay, and a lot of people said, Deontay, you wrong. Deontay wrong. This guy's trying to save your life.
Yeah.
He wants to see you fight another day.
Yeah.
It's only your first loss, man.
Right.
People bounce back all the time.
Right.
And now you're going to fire the brother?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I mean, if this is true, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's dead wrong. First of all, man, I don't know why athletes in aggressive sports, and I used to be a football player, right?
Mhm.
And I sort of had that mentality too, but that's a stupid mentality to have. Let me go down on my shield. First of all, you married, right? He's married, right? I know
One person said he's married, one person said fiance, one person said a girlfriend, but he definitely got kids.
he got kids, right? You
Yeah.
got kids. Look at Muhammad Ali. Look at the
Mhm.
toll that you was
Mhm.
taking a beating, man. Like, I mean, we don't know if that's bleeding from your eardrum.
Oh, now I'm glad Olu brought that up. Now, Kenny Bayless, the referee,
Yeah, he should have stopped that right there.
and the promoter both said they the fans, us and people on TV thought he was bleeding out of ear
Eardrum
because of busted eardrum.
turned out.
Kenny Bayless was right there. He said no, it was a cut on the ear and the blood was straight. It was just a cut on the ear itself. It wasn't coming out of the ear. It was just a nick on his ear because he had to get like 6 stitches. So the blood was coming down, and when it hit here, it looked like he had a busted eardrum. But for all y'all out there, he didn't have a busted eardrum. He just got hit with a punch, and it was bleeding, and it just poured down. So
I don't know if
he
that's
didn't.
True. Like, they
Kenny
can tell you
Bayless was
whatever
right
you
there,
want.
and when they were wiping it, he saw the cut.
Okay.
In between rounds. So Kenny Bayless, the ref, was right there.
Yeah.
He said, when I looked, he said, I thought it was coming out of the ear. And Kenny said, no, he looked because afterwards, even the promoter said he got a cut on the ear and he had to get, I think, 6 stitches to get it. So that actually debunks the, because if he had a perforated eardrum and it was bleeding, that will understand the vertigo and the dizzy and all that. But he actually didn't.
Okay. You just plain got your ass whooped. Like, and there's no excuse. Like, that makes it worse then, right?
I guess so, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, because you walking out like a newborn calf, man. I told you them wobbly legs, man. But yeah, like, it's just a stupid mentality to have, man. Yeah, I want to go out like a warrior, man. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the 16th century where you on the battlefield and stuff like that. You got to go home to your family.
Yeah,
I know he has a daughter.
Yeah.
Go home to your daughter, man.
Yeah.
In health. They don't want to see you, I mean, if you lucky to escape the fight, they don't want to see you, man, living the because at the end of the day, they're gonna have to be the ones to watch you and take care of you and watch you go through whatever
because the fans ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, they're not gonna be there, man. You ain't got to prove nothing to me. If I be like, because the internet had their fun with his memes. He looked like that character off of Martin. Just they was clowning him or whatnot, man. But at the end of the day, man, your family has got to live with you, man, and whatever the effects of you going out on your shield means. So I always think that that's a stupid mentality to have, and your trainer saved your life.
Right. And the first thing that went through my mind when Deontay Wilder lost, first thing I thought is, it's just one loss. The dude can bounce back. A lot of people have lost their first fight and came back and win the championship.
Right.
But the first thing that went through my mind was Anthony Joshua. It wasn't, is he going to fight Joshua now? The very first thing was like, man, when Anthony Joshua, remember he got knocked out by the Mexican Andy Ruiz in the first fight?
Yeah.
Deontay clowned him.
Nah, I
called him he wasn't a real champ. And I'm like, man, Anthony's gonna, because Anthony turned around, got the rematch, and won and got the belt back. So now I'm like, oh my God, I say Anthony Joshua's gonna clown Deontay. Like, oh, you remember you talked about me getting knocked out?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see Anthony Joshua. To me, he doesn't have that slick of a mouth. He's not a trash talker like that.
I need to get online and look and see what he said.
I mean, have you ever heard him trash talk though?
Not really.
Exactly. Like, I'm a trash talker. Trash talkers, like, they don't just come out just, you're gonna have evidence of trash talking.
Yeah.
Like Tyson Fury is a trash talker. Like even like before he lost to Ruiz, right? He never really just trash talked. Like, he's not that person that sells fights.
Oh no. Hey, look, because didn't Deontay get on Joshua for some of the excuses he made?
Yeah, he did.
See what I'm saying? So you don't think Anthony's gonna rub some of that back in?
Man,
you think he's gonna keep it classy?
Yeah, like that's just who he's a gentleman, man. Like, I mean, he's British. It's a difference between him and Fury. I've never seen Joshua trash talk. Like, if you're a trash talker, you're always a trash talker.
Right,
so
I'm gonna look on here now and see what Anthony Joshua might have said.
Nah, man. I mean, you would have heard it by now.
I don't know.
I think he wants that belt from Fury. Am I lying? See,
no, he hasn't been online at all.
Yeah, see,
at least not on here. I don't know about Instagram or anything else, but yeah.
Like, I mean,
let me ask you this one last thing before we get out of here, Olu. So, a lot of fighters came to Deontay Wilder's defense and told all the fans, y'all wrong for y'all turning y'all back on him. Man, y'all fake. Y'all smiling in our faces. Talking about them as boxers. Y'all smiling all our faces. And when we take a loss, y'all can't wait to rag us and talk about us. We put our lives on the line and we do this and that for y'all are fake. I can't stand fake people. Y'all with us 1 minute and we lose and then y'all turn y'all backs. I'm like, first of all,
who said that?
I mean, a lot of fighters came to defense and said that, and people in general.
Like, what? Okay, when you come to his defense, like, what do you mean?
It's almost like saying, Deontay, man, see, you got all these haters. You didn't know you had these haters. Now look at them. Now that you done got knocked out and lost, they came out the woodwork now.
I mean, they were just making fun of the way he looked. Like,
exactly.
I mean, and that.
Listen, so that's the thing I'm trying to say is, like, listen. It's not so much now. Don't get me wrong. There's probably secret haters out there that are hating him from the get-go, right? And I'm sure, but it's a small percentage. Don't make it sound like it's 90% of the people out there hating on Deontay. Listen, they enjoyed a good fight. He lost. They clown him about getting lost. But they clown when he put Bermain Stavern to sleep. His knees were bucked back and he all up there. It's part of the game. It's not that there's these secret haters and
quit acting like a rapper. Come on, man.
Exactly.
So, I mean, with that said, I mean, I just I'm a huge Deontay Wilder fight, right?
Yeah, you a Deontay Wilder fan, right?
Yeah.
And you consider yourself a casual boxing fan, right?
Yeah.
But you made fun and talked about when he got beat, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean that you're
no? That's not gonna make me. That's not gonna make me any less a fan. I mean, like I said, I like the way.
But was there anything wrong with you clowning and making fun of a loss? Because you done it to people he put to sleep and knocked out. So But when it's done to you, why all of a sudden we haters?
I mean, I don't know who said it. I don't know why they said it, but I mean, I don't think it's just, I mean, like, if you're a hater, you're going to be a hater regardless, right? Mm-hmm. So you're going to be a hater before he stepped into the ring and lost.
Now, they were saying a lot of people are fake haters. They were, I'm with you, Deontay.
Fake fans, you mean?
Yeah, fake fans.
Okay.
Yeah, we with you, Deontay. And she said, I knew he was going to lose. Didn't I tell you he couldn't box? I told you he couldn't fight. But I'm like, people have been saying that forever.
Like, yeah, okay.
People always said he can't fight. They say he got a fan. Yeah.
As a fan,
yeah,
I knew, and I always worried. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, you talk about Zion, I'm a fan of Zion, right? Yeah. But I'm concerned that he may get injured, right? And you have your right to sit down there and voice your concerns, like, because that's a possibility. Right. So it's the same thing with Deontay Wilder, where, you know what, man. I haven't now I'm not the best boxer in the world, but I've been in a ring and sparred with people who are technicians, and I know the difference. And until I got into that ring and sparred with somebody who was a technician, I didn't know the difference between a fighter and a boxer.
Right.
So I know that Deontay is a fighter. Right.
And that's what everybody says.
And that's what I was concerned about.
Right.
Because now when you go into the ring, because I consider myself a fighter, right? Mm-hmm. But I wasn't just technically sound on, like, you know, stances and stuff.
Right. But Olu, this is what the people are saying. People are saying, people like you, not you in particular, but people like you are saying, oh, now you saying he ain't a boxer now. Now,
I think that was always the criticism of him.
Exactly. They're making it sound like, oh, now that you clowning him, now you talking about, oh, he wasn't a fighter, he wasn't a boxer from the get-go. I'm like, no, people have always been saying that.
I think you gotta know.
Yeah.
He knows he knew his power.
Yeah.
Like, he knew, and he states that with every win prior to this fight, that I just need, what would he say, one,
like he
I
said,
just need one chance.
yeah, you have to be perfect for 1 second.
For 1 second, exactly.
And when I hit you with this Alabama Thunder Hammer, that's it.
Right, exactly. So I mean, you saying it in another way, that, you know what, man, this is my one go-to move. You know, like, so I mean,
now I've had people criticize me, like the guy I was with. I was telling him, I said, man, I think Deontay has a great jab, one of the best jabs when he uses it. Like, problem is he doesn't use it a lot. And the guy's like, man, he ain't never had no great jab. I'm like, well, I think he did.
I didn't see that in the fight.
Well, he didn't do it this time.
Yeah.
But there's been fights where Deontay has a superb jab, but he did not use it this time.
But you see, okay, but here's the thing. It's a combination of things. In the past, like, he really had his opponents on their heels and feared. So if he's using that jab, and I've seen him use the jab, like they're scared. So he's toying with the food before he puts it to sleep. But I didn't think that jab would have worked on Fury.
Right.
Because I honestly felt, man, from that time, you know, really felt like before punches was thrown that something is not right.
Let's also bring this up, Olu. So Tyson Fury fired and got rid of his previous trainer, Ben Davison.
Right.
And he brought on the black brother from Emmanuel Stewart, the great Emmanuel Stewart's nephew, Sugar Hill. Ben had the first fight, he had Tyson box and move all 12 rounds. We ain't gonna get caught. We ain't gonna get caught. Box, box, box. And it worked until he got hit those 2 times and almost cost him a fight. Sugar told him, I don't know what Ben did with you, but we ain't reasoning. We're gonna take it to him. We're gonna make him back up. He gonna prove to us that he gonna have to,
yeah.
And it was complete, like you said. Deontay was on the back, and like they said, you know, they felt he couldn't fight going backwards, and it kind of proved to be
the. Here's the thing. So whenever you have a rematch in whatever sport, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you see your opponent twice, okay, if you're the winner, you got to expect that loser is going to make adjustments, and then you got to be prepared for that, right?
And in this case, they drew the first one, so there was no winner.
No, but okay, there was no winner. There was no winner, but there was a moral winner. Like, something went on in Tyson Fury's head where he's like, I got it. I got it. I'm ready for him next time, right? He said that. His father said that, man. And then, so the thing is, whether it's a, you know, win, lose, or draw, like, you have to know that your opponent is going to make adjustments. So you have to adjust as well, too.
Right.
So, and then when especially if you know he's able to take your best, he took your best, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he came through making adjustments. So, I mean, what adjustments did you make? You know, so when you look at like the greatest coaches or the greatest trainers, they're able to make their players, or they're able to make adjustments on the fly, or they're able to go watch film and go back to the drawing board. Okay, he's gonna do this, because you're gonna have to predict what your opponent is going to be able to do and counter that.
Right.
But man, I mean, what changes did we see in any of his fights? Right. So that's why I'm like, man, I mean, for the people who are criticizing the people saying he's not a fighter, or what adjustments?
That he's not a boxer.
He's not a boxer.
Yeah.
Well, what adjustments have you shown throughout your besides that one hit?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what style? Like, is he a southpaw? Like, I mean,
just conventional
Philly shell? Like, can he do any of that?
Right.
So, I mean, is he defensive? No. Like, I mean,
right.
So when it comes down to it, man, I mean, can he, like, I've never seen him counter.
Yeah, I guess he never had to.
Exactly. So when you know, how do you bounce back? And that's pretty much what happened. Yeah. And then I mean, I've never seen it like when they showed when they showed the screen prior to the fight, when they said 273, I was like, oh my God. Because I didn't really just watch the first fight.
Oh, and here's another thing. So Tyson Fury then revealed today that was a trick on Deontay Wilder. He said they drunk like I don't know how many pints of water just to throw on water weight to make it seem like he was overweight. And then afterwards, he couldn't wait to go and pee it all out. He peed for like the next 12 hours.
Man, it doesn't matter.
He said he did it as a psychological advantage. I wanted to weigh a little bit more. So I think it was like maybe high 260s, but he wanted to drink a lot of water to show to you. I'm not taking it serious. He said that's what his game plan.
But it don't matter whether it's I'm 220.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder is 15 pounds more than me.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury is whether it's 274 or 260, that's still a huge weight difference. And then again, I'm big on like the science of sports, right? Symmetry and stuff. Deontay Wilder, he uses his hind leg, so he's not a balanced person. And I'm big on balance. Okay. Like you got to be your car's balance, alignment, and everything.
Right.
Tyson Fury's balance. Right. So that's why he's able to absorb your best because you can't really just rock him.
Right.
And he's gonna have balance and he's gonna throw that jab. But if you get caught, man, and you're already complaining about your leg, and then that's your power leg too. You can't shift power.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a whole bunch of things. And when he's bearing that 260 pounds, and then you already walking like a donkey, a newborn donkey.
Yeah.
Because let's keep it honest, man. This dude was stumbling around the ring, like looking for something to save him.
Yeah.
So and I was like, man, this dude is putting his weight on him. He's leaning on him. He's putting him in the headlock and then spinning him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if he has vertigo and he's spinning him, that's not going to help.
All right. So Olu, last and final question before we head out of here.
Yeah.
Deontay, I don't know who he told. He told some publication. I think it was Dan Raphael at the ESPN. He said, I'm exercising. I want the rematch.
Yeah.
Do you see anything changing in the third fight, or do you see Tyson Fury winning again?
I can't necessarily say. I am excited for it. The reason why is because now,
because some people want to see the mega fight of unifying the titles between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua overseas, where they can sell out 90,000 with no problem.
100,000.
Oh, 100,000.
Yeah.
With no problem.
No problem. Yeah.
So would you rather see one of those guys unified than fight Deontay?
It doesn't matter to me. I would like to see the Fury Wilder because I feel that what's the saying? You could teach a fighter how to box, but you can't teach a boxer how to fight. Right?
Okay.
So like once you've lost, you know what I'm saying? Because Tyson lost. And he went back and because once you lose, you humble yourself.
Well, he's never lost.
Who?
Tyson Fury's never lost.
Okay, he's never lost. But you know what, man? A tie's got to be a loss to you.
Yeah.
A draw's got to be a loss to you.
Didn't lose, but
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that doesn't make sense. That's the most stupidest thing in the world, right? Somebody got to go home with an L.
Yeah.
But he went back. But I think losing, especially if you believe in yourself, right? Losing does something to you. It's either going to make you quit or it's going to make you more hungrier.
You're right.
In case of Anthony Joshua.
You're right.
That first fight, man, we all fought that first fight. But you know what, man? He was sleeping in silk sheets and he was comfortable. That second, when he lost, he had a laser focus. You knew from the time that second fight with Anthony Joshua happened, you knew that it's over for Ruiz.
Yeah,
it's over. Even let's just hypothetically say Ruiz took it serious, right? He didn't take it serious. You knew Anthony Joshua was gonna come out and handle business as he was supposed to in the first, right? Because, and I think
his hunger was back.
Right, his hunger and his focus was back.
Yeah.
See now, Wilder's a fighter. Aside boxing, he's a fighter first, man. But he's gonna refine himself, man. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like he's gonna be back, and it's gonna be a better fight. Like I like to see a better,
Mm-hmm.
fight.
Because a lot of people are saying they feel that Fury has his number. Because they said in that first fight, if it wasn't for those 2 knockdowns, he boxed Deontay and had the title won until that second knockdown, which made it a draw.
Yeah.
This time he was won definitely by more convincing. So a lot of people feel that Deontay is really 0-2 against him. How most people feel.
Okay, but for entertainment purposes, right, to see that, I think that that'd be a better sell.
Okay.
As opposed to because I like him as well too. Uh, but just and it would sell out over there. But
Mm-hmm.
to the casual fan, because there was a lot of people in that bar who, let's just keep it real, man. They just want to see a black dude get his ass whooped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
So when it's Conor McGregor versus Mayweather, Conor McGregor ain't got no chance in no boxing ring with Mayweather.
Right.
But just the hope.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
All those same people is not gonna be. I don't think that bar that I went to is gonna show it. So I think Wilder sells it. Like,
Well, no, they would. So it definitely probably be on Skybox. No, it's gonna be so the zone is a promoter, well, is a network, and ESPN is for them. So it would definitely be here on ESPN pay-per-view.
Yeah, but
it would get shown in the bar. Because it'll be a pay-per-view.
Okay, but like, see, the thing
the
is,
time
man,
difference will be a little bit different.
So, and that's what I'm saying. The time difference, and then again, like,
but we would just end up watching the fight around 2 or 3 on a Saturday.
Okay, but
and
so, like, the casual, like less casual fan, they don't know anything about Anthony.
They know about Fury.
They know about Tyson Fury, but you know what, man? You know about the two, right? Anthony Joshua, and you have Tyson Fury. So they did a good job of like.
But I think they know because Anthony Joshua and Deontay went back and forth all the time on social media.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people know who Joshua is.
Know
who Anthony Joshua is.
Nah, not the casual person.
I think so.
Nah, he's too much of a gentleman, man. Like, and even if he was to trash talk, you're not gonna believe him. Like, that's why I'm like, man, he's that guy who really can't. You're not good at trash talking at all.
Right.
Like, trash talker, and I'm gonna win that way.
There you have it, fight fans, man. We appreciate you for checking us out. We still got quite a few people on. Me and Olu will probably be back hopefully a week from now. Hopefully we don't take this long and do a show again, but we appreciate your feedback.
What's wrong with your boy Adrian Broner, man? I heard he got arrested, man, during the what's it called?
It's a whole nother subject.
He's a great trash talker, by the way. Even when he loses, he's still the best at it. I'm like, man, did he just win?
Yeah.
And he really believes it. Like, when them people who be lying and they believe what, they really do believe their lies.
Yep.
And that's Adrian Broner, man. What you talk about? I lost
all day. All right, listen, before we get out of here, I want you to look at the link down there, my patreon.com/boxingsocialist. Make sure you sign up. I got 2 ways to donate, either the $3 plan, $5 plan. We got to pay for this office space, don't we? Got to keep that money coming in. If you want more great shows, support your boy. Here with Olu. Thanks for your time. Till next time, we signing out.
Peace.